Hey everybody. About 100 years ago, a guy by the name of Albert Howard was doing work in indoor India. He was an Englishman and working in indoor India because that was part of the colony at the time. And he was doing research on regenerative agriculture. Kind of interesting that this happened over 100 years ago. He got his plantation in the early 1900s, still have his writing in the 1940s. And what he did was he took composted, he'd make compost out of high quality nitrogen materials that was going to create a hot compost. And it was called the indoor method, dedicated to the people of indoor who helped him come up with it. And it was a method of taking compost and doing it over large stretches of land and then sheet composting, basically spreading the humus from the compost over the field. And what he was showing when he did this was that all the agricultural pests that they'd been dealing with, and every crop has its own individual pest, be it fungus or worm or flying insect or something, was basically miraculously cured when the organic material level of the soil went up. When you added humus, especially after, say, 2 years of sheet composting, you basically got rid of a lot of the agricultural pests. You brought balance within the agricultural system. And so an overwhelming pestilence was taken out of the, it was no longer a question because there was balance in the system again because of the organic material that was put in the soil. And he showed that cows that were fed on these good fields were way less likely to catch or to develop hoof and mouth disease. And even when they mingled with other cows that did have hoof and mouth, that there was a strength within their immune system that repelled this. He also showed that in a very anecdotal way, there was a factory where the families of this factory all lived off of the food that was being produced by the waste of the factory. The factory was producing organic waste and it was being composted onto the field. And the families of the workers were eating from this almost exclusively. And it showed their health markers were incredible, especially from the developmental years of the kids and stuff. And this changed my outlook on things. And when I really started to think about what was going on with agriculture and with the imbalances that we face and the way that we pursue destroying pests increasingly by destroying their biomes and their environments and pretty much sterilizing the entire experience so that we can foster an imbalance. Our imbalance is the way that we're growing. It's a monoculture, but also it's biologically sterilized. And so going back to this Albert Howard method of growing is the cure for what ails us because now we have salt toxicity everywhere. The agricultural experience has been overdone and now we're dealing with a lot of problems where there's no more churning of the biology to recreate our environment and to redo our organic matter. Now we're just churning the same stale salts through the same dead soils and everybody's health is affected. Anyway, I just want to do that little quick video about Albert Howard. Thanks.